Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales, a place you'll find stories and fanfiction written and read to you by your host, me, Tai Tiger. Today we're diving back into Power Rangers Universe 91, a flip on Cosplay 267's story universe, Power Rangers Universe 19, which is also a podcast which holds all the stories that are in Power Rangers Universe 19. This is originally a fanfiction of Power Rangers Cyberforce, one of Cosplay Dude's storylines, but now it's grown into its own thing, and not only that, it's not just canon, but it's also crossing over with Power Rangers Cyberforce V2 in a very unique way, as portals have been opening and sucking up things and spitting them out on the other end of the universe. So 19 has been given stuff to 91, and 91's been spitting stuff out into 19, including Mikhail, the Red Cyberforce Ranger, which means he's in Cyberforce V2 in Universe 91. Last chapter, he turned up and started helping out the Rangers. Now he's been in the universe for a couple of days, and he's trying his best to keep up morale and help out. So let's dive in with Power Rangers Cyberforce V2. Chapter 11. The way you beat a bad Megazord is with a new Megazord. Mikhail woke up and got dressed. He then hit his communicator and teleported to Haley's lab. Haley looked up from her screen as she clocked him. "Hey Mikhail, how's your, third night sleeping in a different universe?" Haley asked him. Yeah, good, I think," Mikhail responded. "If you're wondering where the trio is, they went to another sticker attack this morning," Haley told him. "Could have woken me up, Mikhail muttered. "Think they feel bad making the new lost dude kind of do some dirty work?" Haley smiled. "Yeah, that's fine. I'm a ranger after all," Mikhail muttered. "I'll see what they say when they arrive." Haley grinned. Suddenly, another person, a young teen girl, teleported in. "Hey, Midori." Haley grinned. "Well, at least the teleporter works like a charm." Midori smiled. "Hey, we haven't met. I'm Mikhail," Mikhail said with his hand out. "So you're our, Universe Hopper Ranger, huh?" "He's kinda cute," Midori chuckled. Mikhail lowered his hand and blushed slightly. "It's alright, Red. Don't worry. I'm the new kid too." Midori smiled at him. "So what colour are you?" Mikhail asked her. "Sage green," Midori explained. "Sage green?" Mikhail questioned. "It's a whole thing," Haley blurted. Suddenly, the trio teleported in. "Sup, team?" Timothy said, all chirpy. "Good job, guys." Haley grinned, then she returned back to her screen, seeing a flashing light on the map. Yeah, hate to say it, but we got more trouble. This time it's down at the pier," Haley told them. "You know what they say, hero never sleeps," Daisy said with an eye roll. "Let me tag along this time," Midori said. "Yeah, sounds good," Ace nodded. "And me," Mikhail barked up. "We don't want to burden you with all our crap," Ace muttered. "I say we'll let him, babe. It'll be nice to have an extra pair of hands," Daisy said. Ace looked at Daisy, who smiled at him. He sighed, then turned to Mikhail. "Alright, man, come on," Ace said. Mikhail nodded. Ace and the other Rangers all hit their communicators and teleported away. They teleported onto the pier to find a group of stickers. "Always these goddamn things," Ace grunted. Then he held up his morpher. "Ready, guys?" Ace called out. "Ready, babe," Daisy replied. Then all the other Rangers held up their morphers too.
"Scan DNA!"
Ace called out as he waved his hand over his morpher. The morpher started glowing silver.
"Cybercharge!"
Ace called out as he slammed his hand down on his morpher, and in a flash of silver light, Ace was morphed into the silver Cyberforce Ranger.
"Scan DNA!"
Daisy called out as he waved her hand over her morpher. The morpher started glowing white.
"Cybercharge!"
Daisy called out as she slammed her hand down on her morpher, and in a flash of white light, Daisy was morphed into the white Cyberforce Ranger. "Scan DNA!" Timothy called out as he waved his hand over his morpher. The morpher started glowing orange. "Cybercharge!" Timothy called out as he slammed his hand down on his morpher, and in a flash of orange light, Timothy was morphed into the orange Cyberforce Ranger. "Scan DNA!" Midori called out as she waved her hand over her morpher. Her morpher started to glow sage green. "Cybercharge!" she called out as she slammed her hand on her morpher, and in a flash of sage green light, she morphed into the sage green Cyberforce Ranger.
"Scan DNA!"
Mikhail waves his hand over his morpher, and it begins to glow red.
"Cybercharge!"
Mikhail slams his hand onto his morpher, and he is transformed into the red Cyber Ranger.
The Rangers ran into a group of stickers. The Silver Ranger jumped over the sticker, then turned around and kicked it in the back. The Orange Ranger caught a sticker's blade, then kicked it in the side before punching it in the chest. The White Ranger jumped up, wrapped her legs around the sticker's head, and With a quick spin, the sticker was thrown off its feet. She then threw a fist into another sticker before she threw her fist up, knocking the sticker into the air. Then she spun around and kicked the sticker in the back. The Red Ranger summoned his cyber sword and started slicing down the stickers. He blocked an incoming attack and then swiped his foot under the sticker, tripping it over. The Sage Green Ranger managed to jump onto a sticker's head, pushing off of it using it as a launch pad. As she landed, she managed to swipe down and punched another sticker in the head. The Rangers made quick work of the stickers. They all stood there rather victorious. Easy work, the Sage Green Ranger cheered. I wouldn't celebrate too easy, someone said. The Rangers all turned to see Derek, Rose, and Trixie walking up to them. Friends of yours? The Red Ranger asked. They wish, the Orange Ranger muttered. Let's get this sorted, shall we? Derek grunted, showing off his morpher. The two girls followed him. Scan DNA, Derek called out as he waved his hand over his morpher. And his morpher started to glow and glitch. Cybercharge, Derek called out as he slammed his hand on his morpher, and in a flash of glitchy light he was morphed into the Virus 1 Ranger. Scan DNA, Rose called out as she waved her hand over her morpher, and her morpher started to glitch. Cybercharge, she called out as she slammed her hand on her morpher, and in a glitchy light she was morphed into the Virus 2 Ranger. Scan DNA, Trixie called out and waved her hand over her morpher, and her morpher started to glitch. Cybercharge, she called out as she slammed her hand on her morpher, and in a glitchy light she morphed into the Virus 3 Ranger. The three Virus Rangers ran at the team. The team ran at the three Virus Rangers. Virus Ranger 1 jumped up and kicked the Orange Ranger in the chest, sending him flying back. Virus 2 Ranger rolled forward, dodging the Red Ranger's sword swing. She landed on her feet, she flung her kick out and kicked the Red Ranger in the back. Then she blocked the White Ranger's fist as she grabbed her by the wrist and spun her around and kicked her into the Red Ranger. The Virus 3 Ranger summoned her Cyber Virus Scythe and slashed the Green Ranger, the Silver Ranger at the same time. Then she blocked the Silver Ranger's incoming attack as she spun her scythe around and tripped him over. Stay down, she barked. The Silver Ranger jumped back to his feet. Oh, hell no, he replied while summoning his cyber hatchets. He swung them at her, making her stumble back. The Sage Green Ranger jumped up and kicked the Virus 2 Ranger in the back as the Silver Ranger slashed her across the chest. The Orange Ranger summoned his cyber shield and threw it at the Virus 1 Ranger, who shot at him rapidly with his cyber virus stinger. The Virus Ranger trio did a good job handling not only the Cyberforce trio, but the addition of the Red and Sage Green Rangers. But suddenly they grouped up. Meet us in an hour, Rangers, but just you three. Little Miss Green and the new Red one can stay at the base. We got something to show you. Virus 2 Ranger barked, and then they all teleported away. Wait, the White Ranger called out. The 5 Rangers then demorphed. What the hell is that about? Mikhail barked. That is Derek, Rose, and Trixie, Timothy sighed. What did you say? Rose? Mikhail asked, confused. Yeah, why? Timothy asked with a raised eyebrow. Nothing, Mikhail shrugged. Enough. We have an hour. We should talk to Haley, Ace barked. The Rangers all teleported back to the museum and spoke to Haley. Okay, guys. I say you go and deal with the trio. Something's up, and it's finally time that we take on the trio and sort them out, Haley commanded. We can wait here, and if you need us, Midori stated. We'll call you, Daisy smiled at her. After the hour, the trio teleported back to the pier and found the Virus trio. Ah, you came. Goody, Virus 3 Ranger cheered. Wait until you see our surprise, Virus 2 cheered. Oh yeah, and what you got for us, huh? Ace asked. Sure. Let's get this show on the road, Virus 1 Ranger barked. Then the 3 Rangers hit their morphers. Upload Cyber Virus Swords, the 3 Virus Rangers called out. Upload Cyber Virus Scorpion, the Virus 1 Ranger called out, and a Virus Scorpion came crawling in. Upload Cyber Virus Wasp, Virus 2 called out, and the Cyber Virus Wasp came flying in. Upload Cyber Widow, Virus 3 Ranger called out, and a widow spider came crawling in. Suddenly, the 3 white Cyberzords appeared, a scorpion, a wasp, and a spider. Cybervirus Zords, combine! The trio called out. The Cyberzord tail end detached from the front half. 4 of its back legs folded inward. The front 4 legs bent back and clipped onto the back of the spider. The wasp split into 2 halves vertically. Each half became legs, and the wings of the wasp became shin guards. The stinger detached, and the scorpion split in half as well, forming arms. Its tail detached and clipped onto the back of the Megazord. The stinger attached onto the Megazord, and it split open, revealing the Megazord's face. The Virus Rangers jumped up and entered the Megazord's cockpit. Cybervirus Megazord! The Virus Rangers called out. What the hell? They have a Megazord? Timothy called. Yeah, see that, man? We better bring it hard, Ace demanded. We gotta be smart here, Daisy muttered. The trio morphed, then pressed their morphers. Upload Cyberzords, they all called out. Their Zords arrived and combined into their Megazord. The Rangers jumped into the cockpits. Cyber Primal Megazord, the Rangers called out. The 2 Megazords faced each other. The Primal Megazord threw a fist, but the Virus Megazord swiped the fist away before striking the Primal Megazord in the chest with its pincer fist. The Primal Megazord tried to kick the Virus Megazord, but the Virus Megazord blocked the attack. Then the pincers opened up and fired several shots of purple sludge that hit the Primal Megazord. The Megazord stiffened and froze into place. The cockpit started to smoke and spark everywhere. We can't move, the Orange Ranger barked. Yeah, I can see that, the Silver Ranger barked back. Back in the museum, Haley, Mikhail and Midori was watching the fight through the monitor. Don't you guys have other Zords? Mikhail asked. I don't even have a Zord, Midori sighed. I have one, but it's not at battle ready yet, Haley snapped. Wait, Haley, I have an idea, Mikhail started. Haley spun on her chair to face him. Talk to me, she replied. Well, I noticed that we've had a letter addressed to Rose. I think Timothy might have wrote it. Then I also noticed that there was a guitar in a music shop that looked just like Fred's. I think certain objects went missing on my end and then turned up in your universe, and vice versa, Mikhail said. Will make sense on why you're here, but what's your point? Haley asked. My Haley made a new Zord. It works, but it disappeared, Mikhail stated. You think it's here? I just have to scan the city for energy signatures similar to you, but on a bigger scale, Haley grinned. Then she typed away on her keyboard and the map came onto the screen. It zoomed in again and it zoomed into a warehouse hidden nearby. Oh my god, I found it. It's actually in my warehouse, Haley cheered. She started typing away and suddenly blueprints of the Zord came up and it lit up green. What is it? Midori asked. An Edmontonia, Mikhail grinned. I will have to do more after this, but for now it'll work. I've linked it to your power set. Kinda. For now anyway. Just get out there and help the Rangers. I'll walk you through it, Haley demanded Midori. Okay, Midori nodded. Then she smiled at Mikhail, who nodded at her. She hit her morpher and teleported away. She teleported in and morphed. She followed Haley's instructions and pressed her morpher. Upload Cyberzords, she called out. Suddenly the Edmontonia Zord came running in, followed by 2 raptors. Cyberzords, combine, the Sage Green Ranger demanded. The Edmontonia Zord's legs folded inward, the tail detached, the 2 humanoid legs extended from the torso of the Zord. Then the 2 Raptor Zords' legs folded inward, their bodies extended, and they attached to the Megazord. Their tails split open, revealing cannons, the head extended from the torso. The Sage Green Ranger jumped up and landed into the cockpit. Cyber Jurassic Megazord, activate, the Sage Green Ranger called out. The Jurassic Megazord stood between the Primal and Virus Megazords. Whoa, that's one Sage Green Megazord, the White Ranger called out. The Jurassic Megazord turned to the Virus Megazord and opened fire. Several shot green lasers flew at the Virus Megazord and hit it head on, making it stumble back. The Jurassic Megazord held out one cannon, and a laser blade extended from it. Then the Megazord ran at the Virus Megazord, swung the laser blade at full swing, slicing through the Megazord. The Virus Megazord stumbled back, and with an explosion, the Megazord separated back into the 3 Zords. All 3 Zords fell down in defeat. Then the 3 Virus Rangers landed on the ground and demorphed. The Jurassic Megazord freed the Primal Megazord. All 4 Rangers landed on the ground safely. Ah, you think a new Megazord will save you? You're pathetic, Derek barked. We will destroy you, Rose growled. We don't have to do this, the White Ranger told them. Screw you, Trixie snapped. They hit their morphers and teleported away. Damn it, that was so cool, the Orange Ranger cheered, looking at the Sage Green Ranger. What can I say? A natural, the Sage Ranger said with glee. Back in the base, everyone thanked Haley on making the new Zords. Guys, it's actually Mikhail here. He told me about Edmontonia's Zord. Turns out it's from Universe 19. Haley told them. Thanks, Mikhail. Having my own Megazord for a split second was kinda cool. Midori grinned. Honestly, keep the Zord. You'll have better use out of it than we will. Mikhail smiled back. Really? Thanks, Midori cheered. Everyone then got serious and started planning their strategy to take on the new threat of the Virus Ranger's Megazord. They knew for sure that the Rangers would come back even stronger. Far away, deep in a mountain, Dot Hate was meditating, muttering words unknown to others. A portal started to grow. In front of her, the cyber realm started seeping through, and the daunting energy of her father started emerging. In the land without time and space, William watched as the cyber realm was trying to fix itself, and also that his favourite universe to watch, like it was a soap opera, was about to be linked to Universe 19. He started analysing the universes, and seeing what would happen if they met. Using his mystery powers, he saw several outcomes, then he grinned. He had thought about making Universe 91 Rangers into champions. After seeing the outcome of them meeting Universe 19 as a whole, he was now sure of it. And there you have it, guys. Another chapter to Power Rangers Cyberforce V2, and of course we have Mikhail. And Midori now has a Megazord. I really hope that you enjoyed this chapter. Obviously, original Cyberforce storyline, and Mikhail is from Cosplay 267, Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast. You might want to go check it out because there's lots of different storylines on there. I've also now got 2 storylines on this channel that also belong to Universe 19, so you might want to go check them out. Me and Cosplay Dude make 2 members of the 3 Ranger Bros, and the 3rd member is Mark, Red Cornish Ranger. You might want to go check him out too. He adapts comic books into audio dramas. You don't have to read the comic book. Uploads his own storylines, and in association with us, he also uploads a lot of my storylines too on there. So, of course, go check out Nurture Comics. We're in association with Zid Hero, the podcast, Bulk and Skull of podcasting. Billy and Jim come back every single week with some randomness of all time. So you might want to go check them out. They're a lot of fun, and they talk about a lot of nerdy stuff that can also be found on this channel too. That being said, don't forget to subscribe to Tiger Tales and our brother channel, Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, because there you'll find more stories and fan fictions, but with a twist, and all of them are in the first person's perspective. And on this channel, you'll find a lot more Power Rangers, Marvel, DC, and all sorts. That being said, thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys really soon.